All right, come join Kyle, John, and David as they go through what's on the playlist. Find out what's everyone's favourite at Chicken Soup for the Soul Entertainment. We have a few segments, to be honest. In and out points, no celebs and the gossip. Back in time where we talk about the big M's, coming attractions, what the cue. Quick checks, who'll be laughing? You abundantly. Welcome to Dual Redundancy.
Yes, welcome to Dual Redundancy mini episode, and after predicting the top 8 categories to the 96 Academy Awards and our main episode, which is available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and on YouTube, we are again joined by the guys of the good, the bad, and the watchable to predict another category. Guys, what category do you want to talk about?
We're going to talk about best visual effects.
Well, yeah, and really, what are the nominees?
Would you like me to read them off?
Of course.
In this category, we have The Creator, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, Mission Impossible, Dead Reckoning Part 1, Napoleon,
and that's it.
And Godzilla Minus.
Oh, I forgot that one. That one just snuck in there. Let's see here. Kyle, which of these did you say we should go with of the two? Because there was no chance it would be this film. Which one did we end up deciding to go with?
Yeah, so this might have been a bad choice, but we decided to go with The Creator, which I had not seen. But I was just thinking there's absolutely no way that they're going to give it to Godzilla.
There's no way.
It even better.
So let's see. Yeah. If there's no way it's going to happen, guys, which film did you pick for visual effects?
You're not going to believe this. We went ahead and chose Godzilla Minus One as our nod for this category.
Yes, we teased it a bit on our main show when we went through them because we were matching on every single category. Oh, like maybe a dark horse didn't match. But what was the one category we didn't match? And it's this category. So it's all going to come down to this one.
Yeah.
And I will say it's a tough one. I'll go through my stats now. Then we'll hear the reasoning from you guys. But I will say I looked at, some of the last things here. The last 4 BAFTA winners for visual effects have matched the Oscar. But Poor Things won that. And it's not nominated here. Neither is Oppenheimer. They made a big deal. Well, it's all practical effects. So this will be like one of the categories of the night. It will not win below the line because it's not nominated here. So the reason why, even though I saw prognosticators are predicting Godzilla, I went with The Creator because it dominated the visual effects society. So like the people working in the visual effects arena picked The Creator. 6 nominations, it won 4 of the awards, including the top prize. The Creator also got another Oscar nomination in another category, Best Sound. So the Academy seems to like this movie. It's giving nominations here and there at different things. I will say, I agree with you guys. I have seen the love online for this crew that made Godzilla Minus One. So I could see it going there. I could see it have that swell picking up and just destroying like Godzilla does. The Dolby Theater, wherever they are, the Kodak Theater. I can't remember what they call it nowadays, or the ceremony is. They keep changing sponsors. But go ahead, go off, Mark. This is your time.
This finally. I think if we were ever due for a win, this is it. This would be the pick that could do it. And to expand on your point, the internet heavily influencing on this movie. It's got high praise. It's got just stellar marks across the board, whether it be on review, the actual story behind it. It's lower tiered budget with how just appealing the visual effects are. One of my favorite tweets that I think we've talked about as a group. It was The Flash and like one of its like screen grabs next to a Godzilla Minus One screen grab. And they're like, there's billions of dollars in difference between this budget. And the Godzilla one is just far more appealing. Just it's so well made, but I also think at the same time, it could get a sympathy nod here. It's not really nominated, despite the popular remarks it's getting on the internet. So I really think they'll say like, "Oh, look, like we give you something." At the same time, it's very deserving. Again, smaller budget, but you can tell the amount of effort that went into this film. It was my favorite movie of the year, so I'm a little biased, like going in to an award like this. But yeah, again, just top to bottom, they did a great job. They did a great job with this. I really see this coming through with this award.
I will say, at least I'm glad Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumanium didn't make a nomination here.
Oh
I
my
could see the
God,
Academy do
dude.
it. Like they still gave Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 a nomination. The Marvel love there. Mission Impossible got some love this year. I think this is the first year Mission Impossible franchise got a nomination just somewhere across the board. I think it also got some other tech nominations too. But yeah, I don't think I will say I saved this image. I'll have it on Oscar night here from Mr. Kyle
Oh,
Bridger.
you got that.
Visual effects is a tough one. I just have a hard time believing they're going to give Godzilla an Oscar no matter what it is. LOL.
I love this.
And that photo. Beautiful.
That's what it is in my phone. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh
I'm
my
sorry.
God.
I'm sorry, but all right.
I will say, I want to mention one other thing about Godzilla Minus One, that as a podcaster on our podcast with Mark and his love for Godzilla, he revisits them and then reviews them again every time. And I've recently revisited a couple of them. But Godzilla Minus One is hands down the best Godzilla movie I've ever seen. And we've lived through
things. I've heard great things.
It's just so good. And like you were talking about with the budget and everything, like what they produced is just, it's so good. It looks so good that then you look at the Godzilla versus Kong trailer coming out for this year, and you're like, that looks garbage. Like in comparison, it looks terrible. And it just like the creator was good and definitely had its moments of creativity. Nick and I thought that when we saw it, we were like, wow, visually stunning, but I really think what they did with Godzilla Minus One, I don't think the creator stands a chance. Sorry to say. But
well, you know what? I'm going to be praying with my creator that this comes out the way I want it to.
I will say.
And hold on, just to put a bow on everything, I'm not that confident. It would just be poetic justice.
Yeah, no, I
get
of
course. Finally get a win.
I just love giving
Godzilla.
I just love giving Kyle some crap here. I just love pushing a little bit. Well, man, when the creator wins this, he will be like,
yeah,
coming in.
I'll be
tears.
Devastated.
It'll be like, I told you so. I am the golden god, that whole thing. But
did you see when they got nominated and they all were going nuts in the room? And they're like, yeah. Like it was like I felt so good for them. Like I was thrilled.
That's the story. That's the moment. But
yeah,
we'll have to wait and see. But
I just have one thing I want to say, Dave, if you'll allow me. All this talk we've done tonight, too many episodes and full episodes. If you told me a year ago that we wouldn't be talking about Napoleon at all as a serious contender, I wouldn't have believed you. But here we are. And it really doesn't deserve to be talked as much as I'm talking about it right now.
We were so excited about that movie for then it just to
Ridley Scott's been, some hit or misses here, and be interesting to see. You posted it in our group chat, Boyle, about Gladiator 2, the skyrocketing budget on that one.
Dude, your stats on that too of what they have to do to make it even right now.
I believe it's double. I believe you have to do double to at least break even because again, theaters take 50%. Like you have to do double to break even, and that means it's going to be need like 800 million at this point. to even possibly break even. So good luck.
And I feel like they have to do it. They can't just be like, all right, we're going to scrap this now. It's like, too bad. You've already told everyone you're doing this. People are in, So like, will they lose
be a
money or
tax
will they end
write-off,
up making
yeah.
its money?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zaslav looking at it like a write-off, you said.
All right. Well, that's it for this week's mini episode. For more Oscar predictions, be sure to check out episode 439 of our podcast, which is available on YouTube, Twitch, and wherever you get your podcasts. Till next time, goodbye, everybody.